channel. Project Unbox is the first video on my channel, and I'm super excited. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, talk about my passion for technology and filming and commentary and just talking absolute random nonsense on camera. It's been my dream for a very long time. And today I bring to you with my first video. My first thoughts of the iPad Pro. I am an absolute Android fanboy. I had an iPhone and other Apple products. I slowly started to grow out of that and became an Android fan simply because the openness that Android allows. There's so much that you can do getting into the operating system, downloading emulators, downloading unsourced apps from the internet. There's so much that you can do on Android that you can't do on Apple. So let's just jump into it because I really do like this device and I want to get my thoughts out about it and give you guys a couple tips if you're looking to buy this thing. So first we have this beautiful 10.5 inch True Tone Retina display. There's a couple things that I have to say about this display right off the bat going into it. It is really nice. And like I said before, I'm an Android fanboy. So coming from the Galaxy S8 Plus and looking at that every single day with the 1440p Quad HD Super AMOLED display, it does look a little bit not as good, especially with this picture of my dog here. When I put it on the iPad Pro, this wallpaper that we have, it doesn't look as defined as my Galaxy S8. And I guess that's just kind of the nature of the beast, just because it doesn't have the same display. So if you're coming from an Android device that has a really high resolution screen, I'm not gonna say you're gonna be disappointed with the iPad Pro's display because it still is really nice. It's not gonna be what you're used to. But that's not a big deal because if they did have a 10.5 inch Super AMOLED display on the iPad Pro, your battery life would go down drastically. So it's not as big of a deal and it's still a good looking display. Just that little disclaimer if you guys are wondering about the display. On the bottom here, you do have your Touch ID. It does work pretty good with iOS 11. I think it's this fingerprint, right? I don't know. Is it that one?
Yes, but you don't have.
Yeah, so it just says unlocked. I'm used to on the Galaxy S8 Plus. I know a lot of people don't like the fingerprint sensor on there, but I mean, from the screen being off on the Galaxy S8 Plus, you can just tap it and the screen comes on. On here, you actually have to like click the button. You have to put your fingerprint and then it unlocks. So that's another little thing that I don't really like about Touch ID. Coming over to the left side of the device here, magnetic connections here, and that is going to be for, let's see if we can get that in focus. There we go. And that's going to be for your keyboard attachment. I'm looking forward to getting one of those in the future, but I've heard that it does work pretty well. So moving on to the top of the device here, one thing that this does feature is 2 sets of stereo speakers on the top. So you can see those grills there, as well as the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. All right, guys, so here on the back, you have your 12 megapixel camera with your flash. It has the sapphire crystal coating on the camera lens, so it's gonna give you that protection against scratches and things like that. The camera in my use so far has been really good, and like I said, I haven't used an iPad since the very first iPad, which didn't even have a camera. So it's really nice to have a camera on there to take pictures, and a good one at that. It really adds to the usability of the iPad. And then the other side coming over here, we have the volume rockers on the top here, up and down. We also have your SIM card slot right there on that side for the LTE models. I wish it did have expandable memory. It makes it easier storing things, moving files. I really wish they added that. Coming to the bottom of the device, you have your Lightning port connector, and you also have 2 more stereo speakers. All right, guys, so now we're actually going to get into the OS of the iPad Pro here. One thing I want to mention, too, about these bezels is that I really do like the bezels on it. A lot of devices now are going with, like, full screen displays, and I really like that there's, like, something to hold on to here. It makes it feel like you have something to grab onto, and you're not going to lose it. All right, guys, so let's go over some of the multitasking that you can do here on the iPad Pro between applications. And like I said before, it's smooth as butter. It's absolutely awesome. So let's go into the internet here and say we're just browsing the internet. We're on ESPN. We're like catching up on the scores or whatever we want to do. You swipe up from the bottom. It'll bring up your control panel here of your recently used apps. Now from here, if we want to watch a little bit of YouTube while we're browsing the web, you can hold down and drag on this side of the screen here, and it'll come up there. Super awesome. You can also drag it to any part of the screen, so it's not limited to just being in one spot. So if you need to get it out of your way, you can do that. You can also drag up from the top, as you saw that I did there, and it'll actually put it in full split screen mode. And from here, you can have it split screen. You can slide over from this side, and you can have it half and half. So if you want a more equal view of each application, you can do that as well. And if you want mostly YouTube and only a little bit of Chrome or internet, you can do that as well. So, and then if you want to stay open with two apps here, you can actually just drag another app in. So say we want to go to messages, drag another app in, and we'll be on messages and YouTube. So next, what I want to get into is the control center. I really do like the control center on the iPad. It looks really nice. So if you're at the home screen or anywhere on the device and you drag up from the bottom twice, because once we'll open up this little control launch pad here, and then twice we'll open up the control center. You have your applications that are recently open, your toggles here, so you can toggle your flashlight on the back. You can toggle your camera right from there, brightness, sound, music, if you have it hooked up to Apple Music or Spotify. So you can tap any one of these apps to get into them here, and you can also drag them up to get rid of them if you don't want them anymore. Tap home to get out. We'll just test out the camera here. What's up, guys? So this is a quick voiceover. Here are some shots taken with the iPad Pro, and there's my pretty dog. I'll let you guys go. Next, let's test out the sound. So I'm gonna open up Spotify here, and we'll just test out a little bit of sound on here. Probably get some copyright, but it's okay. Play some 21 Savage for like 5 seconds. Pretty loud, as you can see there. It's pretty sweet. Let's watch one of my favorite guys on YouTube. Shout out to Lou from Unbox Therapy. I want to make a video with him one day. Hopefully we will in the future, if he ever watches this video and sees me. So let's just watch, I don't know, one of his videos here.
I've been meaning to try these out. The Google Pixel Bud, sort of Google's answer to the Apple AirPods. It has its own charge case, but there's still a cable involved. This cable goes around the back of your neck. It would have been nice to see a fully wireless design. Comes in the different colors to match the phone. This is the just black version.
So you can see speakers are really loud, and also the screen quality is really good too. No quirks with that. I think the screen is awesome, and if you're primarily going to use this for media consumption, this is probably going to be an awesome device for you. Now, I would try out some of the other artist applications because I know with the Apple Pencil, the iPad Pro supports it, but I don't have the Apple Pencil yet, and as soon as I get that, I will make another video on that. Alrighty, as well. Moving on, guys. So a couple more things I wanted to talk about too before we wrap this video up with my thoughts. Let's test out the game performance on it as well. All right, guys, so here you can see the graphical performance of the iPad Pro. It is running the A10X chip. So this is super powerful. Honestly, more powerful than most PC laptops nowadays. It is really powerful, can do some really awesome graphical performance. All right, guys, I just want to wrap up this video real quick about the iPad Pro 10.5 inch. The price on this device is going to run you $780. We do have the Wi-Fi and LTE model of the 10.5 inch iPad Pro, 64 gigabytes. For $780, you get the iPad Pro, and in the box, I know this wasn't a true unboxing video. I will have some more of those to come. But I just want to show you what comes in the box here. You get your typical little Apple documentation with some stickers in there. You get the power brick and the charging cable. That's all you get for the price. But what you're paying for is an awesome, sleek, fast, smooth device. I give this one 2 thumbs up for the iPad Pro. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, letting me know what I can change in my future videos, what you want to see. Like I said, this is my first video on my channel, and I kind of wanted to do this because I was super excited. So if I've rambled too much, I apologize. It's just my excitement. But let me know, guys, what you want to see in my next video. It's probably going to be a review of the Samsung Gear S3 watch, so look for that coming up. You guys have a good day. Peace.